Okay, so hey everyone, this is GeoWill from Productions², and we are back tonight to finish our first impressions videos that we had started last night. Got the Cosmic Ray and House Flipper last night. We're going to start with Solar Explorer New Dawn, and then after that we're going to move on to Planet Explorers, which is not so much a first impressions, because I think I've done some streaming for it before, but just because I mentioned it while I was doing Cyrus New Dawn, figured I'd do some for that as well, to kind of show some of the gameplay behind what I was talking about. So let's go ahead and enable the send source, and go and get this started. So, Dwarf Cavern. This is also a early access game, I believe. I think they're all early access, I'm pretty sure they are. Yep, okay, good. So, tutorials, rewatch game tutorials, and tutorial options. Check the settings, difficulty level, I can do this. Keyboard. Correct. Alright, interesting. Start a new game. So I wonder if this is also a roguelike kind of game. Similar to Cosmic Ray. $27.47. It's time we stay. Okay. A little bit jerky there. At least I got this kind of a thing is pretty realistic in terms of like all the different metrics and things that's showing on the screen right now. Or if they use some of the Falcon Heavy footage to build that. So what I've gotten from the store page is that you're in control of a ship and you are trying to land for different missions and whatnot. I don't really know. This is basically what I got from the store description. Didn't go into much detail about it, really. Alright, so there's the moon. There's the lander. Manual control. Filter use stage is all about keeping the speed and direction true. Okay, so you want to stay inside of that green line. That guide. Okay. Oh, click on the X. Okay. Alright, so, A and S are used for this. There's no, D and, or A and D. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I kind of did away with that horizontal velocity a bit crazy. Use both thruster buttons to fire the main booster and slow down. Okay, so you still use the A and D keys to maneuver, and then you use the both of them at the same time to slow down. Okay. So I guess that red line on the thing on the right, that's your speed that you want to get to, I think. So it's kind of similar to KSP in terms of like what you need to do. It's just oh, okay. So just whenever you reach that point, I guess, is when it goes to the next stage. Interesting. Side thrusters and main booster to slow down completely and maneuver the landing into the landing pad. So this is like, you know, basically doing landings in Kerbal Space Program. Just, you know, with more guides and things and not having to half-arse it like you do in KSP. Alright. Oh. Okay. Wow, this is, yeah, this is KSP for sure. This should be easier. Yeah, pretty close. I'll take it. Nice flying. So, mission success. Colonists +6, resources none, not a scratch. Amazing. Alright, so, base operations, status active, colonist 6, no resources, capacity, or bonuses, touchdown. It's a big way. It's just at beginning, surface down, figure something else dreamed of. So, gravity, 0.165 Gs, atmosphere none, wind none, temperature plus, max plus 127 C, minimum minus 173 C. Or in layman's terms, really freaking hot or really freaking cold. General information, radius 0.2 Earths, and mass is 0.012, whatever the hell that is. I have no clue. So that's a supply depot, which has food and water. Capacity 0 out of 1,000 kilograms. Bonus health +2. So, okay, so this is completed. So this is our next mission, I guess. What's this? I guess that's the... I have no clue what that is. Percentage of colonization? I don't know. Alright, let's go and start. Okay, so thruster configuration. Use the yellow and blue sliders to adjust thrusts. To auto-configure a safe configuration, press the bottom below. Noob. Yes, noob. That's interesting, though. So you can adjust this. Interesting. So those are fuel tanks, I guess? Parts browser. Basic. So nose cone. Basic supply. So that's all we have access to right now. Thrusters. Okay, and there's different stuff you can put in there, apparently as time goes on. So you can also have, I don't know, thruster configuration, so I'm not sure what all these are for. Maybe different, maybe it means the rows of thrusters. So this is like a one group of thrusters, then 2 and 3. I'm gonna set it back to noob for now. Interesting. So you also have to dodge debris around the moon. Just drop the ball. Configuration. Runtime is optimal. Sufficient supplies loaded. Warning. Consider increasing the thrust or reducing the weights to improve TTW if you are having difficulties with this configuration. Not enough supplies loaded. Okay. So, conditions are what they are. Launch the mission. Oh wow, yep. We now have asteroids to deal with. I don't know why there'd be asteroids and not satellites, because I mean, we're not throwing asteroids at the moon, hopefully. Okay, so phase 1 done. Whoa, 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 wow. Okay, they're really screwed over there, wow. I went the wrong direction on that one. Oh crap, we're still going way too fast. Bye-bye, Jebediah. Another one gone. Alright, let's try that again. That didn't go as planned at all. And the first part, perfect almost. The second part, we like fracked it up so bad. It's like, oh, there's an asteroid coming towards me. I'll run into it instead of running away from it. It's the worst that could happen. Oh, have my ship exploded. Okay. Let's see if we can not do that this time. It also moved weirdly. It didn't move in a way that I expected it to move. So it's not when you get to the thing, it's just the amount of time you have. You have a finite amount of time. We still didn't slow down quite enough, did we? Or did you learn to fly? Damn. We're just, yeah, kind of tilting over into oblivion. Okay, this is a bit harder than the first. The first one was like easy peasy BS. This one's much harder. Especially the slowing down phase. So I don't think you can't maneuver around while you're firing the thrusters. The main booster. Thrusters won't fire, so you kind of have to, we came in at a weird angle. Well, this is a very interesting path here. Okay. Kinda had to go outside the path there for a second. I'll face total annihilation from that asteroid. How much I slowed down, if it was enough or not. Yes, it was. Okay. Okay, let's see if we actually... Oh, we're low on fuel. Feels like my Jebediah rescue mission all over again. There we go. Managed to make it that time. Alright, third time's a charm. So we got resources now. And we got 16 colonists. So it's this one, Science and Medical Station. Okay, so we have another, so we've only filled it up halfway. So we have to do that again to fully complete it, I guess. Let's go ahead and do this one though. Next. Congratulations, new parts unlocked and skins. interesting. Oh, okay, so that's the parts. These are the skins. Gotcha. So LB 3000 basic. That's the 1000 basic. What's that? How many do we have? Oh, there's also a 5000, a 5 engine. So this is a 3 engine. Okay, supplies. Oh no, it's the main. Okay, so landed style. Teals. Everybody loves teal. Protoss. So there's no equipment or stuff to bring. All right. Set to noob again. So it's a little tricky. Too much debris, standard entry, so becoming in hot. Compared to a lot more braking than usual. I mean, it's probably need more thrusting than usual. Let's see what becomes the credit on the surface of the moon. Of course. Let's watch out for debris. If you've got the skills. Alright, let's start it. So far, it's actually a pretty interesting game. To be honest, it's KSP without the KSP. It's, you know, just landing rather than building a rocket that can take off and such. God, 141. We're just starting out. A little bit of an S-curve here. Alright, let's just stay within it, pretty much. Now comes the fun part, which is slowing the hell down. Might be faster with the 3 engines now. Let's see. Alright, we made it. Managed to get the speed down a lot. This is a lot more hard to control. 3 engines running on fumes. Alright. 24 colonists, no resources. Okay, so now we got 40 people on the moon. Let's go ahead and do the second half of that mission. New skin configurations. Noob. Got new Earth Blue. So I'm assuming it's going to be the same kind of mission path that we're on as before. You have the same track and whatever, or at least the same general dynamics of it. We probably have too many resources actually. The first with the 2 canisters was 500. We're taking 4 up now, which will be 1,000. But maybe the extra resources will be beneficial. It can't hold all of them, that's true. Capacity of the thing is only 1,000. I don't know, whatever. We'll see what happens. Oh. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Of course, it wasn't too bad in the first place. This is the one that was bad. So you can't go below 36. Good to know. Alright, it's pretty much dead on center there. Damn it, why are we going up? We're not going the right direction here, people. What are you doing? Okay, if we just let it come back down, we should be able to just land it. Pretty much, maybe even just straight on the friggin' X. Pretty close to it. Oh, damn. KSP all over again. Going a little too fast and then you gotta back up. Alright, managed to land without any problems. Alright, so that one's done. So what's this one? Mining operations. Maybe this means we're 50% done with the moon. Mare humorum, or sea of moisture. Alright, so we have to bring up supplies. So we cut one trip down to 2, I suppose. If we take it all up at the same time. Alright. Oh, actually there was 3 missions, wasn't there? Maybe it was 4. So maybe we have to do 2 of these full runs. Alright, wasn't too bad. Had a few annoying meteorites there. I'm not too worried about the path actually, because we're gonna go right back down into it. Okay, that one was a little bit close. I find it interesting, so I had 40 whatever, okay, I still do. Alright, burned off enough of the speed here. Yeah. All the time playing KSP helps a lot in being able to maneuver this thing. Well, for the landing, that is. Because a lot of the stuff you do with this with the landing, you do with KSP. This makes it a lot easier. Okay, yeah, so there's one more we have to run on this one. Communication center. Don't mess it up. Alright. We have access to the 5 rocket now. Nice. Since this say burn time's too short. Interesting. So that's okay. Oh, what's this is yeah, so we have 2 thrusters instead of 1. Which means that we have more maneuvering capability. Just gonna leave it on noob. Seems to be a fairly easy to use configuration. Alright. I really don't use the mouse at all, it's all literally like 2 keys on the keyboard. That's all I use for this game. So controls are pretty minimalized for what it is, which is amazing to me. I like the music too, the soundtrack. Giving me Battlestar Galactica vibes a bit. Some micro meteorites. Oh crap. Oh, nope. 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 We totally fracked up that one. Wow. There's a crap ton of meteorites. Okay, yeah. I'm just like, okay, we're just gonna blow this thing up apparently. 10 times. Can you miss it once? Yeah, I can miss the biggest one. I didn't slow down enough. We're gonna go smashing into the ground. Or maybe not. Maybe I can survive. Problem is, can I get back over to the pad? No. What the hell is that? So if you're outside of the thing, it just makes you blow up. What the crap is that? That is messed up. Or was I? I was busy getting shanked by a bunch of frigging asteroids. That's where I was. Not my fault you chose the crappiest entry possible. You almost have to be as maneuverable as a freaking Viper and get around some of this stuff, jeez. Well, that was a lot better. Last time. Let's see what happens with this one now. This is always the harder part. Because you have to be able to dodge, but also have to slow down, so it's like... I don't know, it's just really hard to do both. So I'm not going to worry about following the track, because we'll eventually go back into it when it's snaking around like this. Holy crap, if you're outside of the track, it makes you blow up too. I guess it's to prevent you from doing what I was trying to do. Alright, so we got the minimum speed. Wow. We are a little bit out of control. Oh, we're out of fuel too. Nice. Let's just lazily float to the ground or we will explode. Where did you learn to fly? From Jebediah, apparently. Alright, let's give this another shot. It does seem that the asteroids and whatnot, the path and the debris both are somewhat changed every run that you do. So it gives it a little bit more. It's not something you can just learn to do through repetition. Alright, that wasn't so bad. Stage 2. Let's see if we can do this one better. This is what caused our problems. We were going too fast. Well, not too fast, but we weren't in the right spot. Oh, nice. At least it was a small one. You have to find like a small place where you can just kind of sit there and slow yourself down. You may not make it. Okay, we did. Good. I only got one asteroid impact there. Colony established. So Luna is starting to thrive. Once we have enough resources gathered, move on to the next frontier, Mars. So. Food and water, ice. Unlocking the next planet. We'll stay for now. Survey find. New skins. Interesting choice of music. Mongolian throat singers. Oh, damn. Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. Holy damn it. Okay, there we go. Two gigantic, bloody freaking meteorites just slammed into us. And you couldn't even really dodge them either. At least not that I could tell. Friends were right in the middle of the path. I've got a hell of a job slowing down. Barely managed to get below the max velocity we needed to. Look at me. What the hell is that one about? Seriously, look at me. I'm out of fuel. Damn. No, we really fracked that one up, too. Can we just, like, restart? There we go, restart. Okay, so it's for flipping the thing around. Doing somersaults with the lander. Alright, nothing really huge that time. Oh crap, we did get hit by something though. Wasn't that big of a deal. Holy crap. Holy damn. Oh my god. Pinball wizard. No, we're totally boned on this one too. Jesus Christ. Oh, maybe not. We're actually pretty close. I was just gonna try and not run out of fuel. Oh, he managed to land. I've seen you do worse, I think. So, next stop, Mars. So, let's see. What do I give this? It's pretty interesting so far. Definitely, the controls are interesting because you really only use 2 keys for the entire game. There's 2 keys on a keyboard, so far as what I can tell. Which is pretty unique, actually. Definitely has kind of a KSP sort of feel to the actual landing of the landers, which means that it's using, you know, reality-based physics at least a little bit. So you still have to deal with slowing your momentum down, your vertical momentum, and killing any horizontal momentum that you have, so you can land on the pad without tipping over or going outside of the landing zone. The asteroids flying at you while you're doing the other stuff makes it a bit difficult. It's also interesting that you can modify and set up custom thruster configurations. So yeah, this game has a lot of potential to it, actually, I think. I think I'd give it a 6.5, maybe a 7, as it is right now. Maybe. I'd have to play a little bit more to find out, as far as, like, for Mars. So if we go out from here, let's just go do one of the Mars missions and see what happens. We'll do one of the Mars missions and see if there's anything different about it. So double gravity. Interesting. So every oh wow, we got new configurations for those that are locked. Interesting. So that's a, what was it, 9? No, it's a 10 configuration. Oh no, it's a 9 configuration. Yeah. Or is it an 8? 3, no, 9, it's 9. Yeah. That's 6, 5, 3, and then, yeah, so 0 out of 20. I wonder what this is a reference of. Maybe it's colonists? Guess we'll find out. Okay. So with Mars, you have to worry about atmospheric conditions since there is an atmosphere now. That's interesting. So probably be like dust or something on the second stage that you'd have to worry about not being able to see asteroids in or something. Other question is, there shouldn't be much debris, as they define debris, because, I mean, we haven't really done much in terms of putting stuff around Mars. That's why I think it's not really debris. Oh wow, there's asteroids going the other direction. That's even worse. You can't even see them until they're on top of you. They're on top of you, so how do you dodge them effectively? I think the first missions are always the easiest ones. It's not the tutorial mission that said it was you know, the first stage of the colonization. And once again, we got asteroids coming in from the top down. Oh, okay, interesting. They have a thing. It's like a arrow chevron that appears. Shows you where the asteroids are, I guess. So we're definitely going faster. Oh wow. I have no clue where the track is next. I cannot see it. So let's go. Oh, here it is over there. Oops. God damn. This is so much harder. Alright, there we go. It almost feels like there's less gravity than on the moon, which is not right. There should be more. Well, we touched down. That's all that matters. Alright, success. That's really interesting, though. The whole sandstorm thing is really interesting. So yeah, I'd give this probably a solid 6. With a lot of room for improvement, and definitely has lots of potential, for sure. Okay, so we're going to move on to Planet Explorers. So this game's been out for a while. They actually just had an update recently for it. Let's see, Planet Explorers, there you are. And I got this a while ago. And it's like Osiris New Dawn kind of. It's a little bit different though. It's a lot more MMO-y, I guess you can call it. There's a lot more kind of do this mission, do that mission, do this mission, blah 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 blah, kind of thing to it. But it's also, you know, within that there's a crafting, survival kind of thing to it as well. That definitely has more quest oriented than Osiris New Dawn is. Pathia. Alright, I'll need to reset the... I thought I already did that. Oh, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I just got it. Got this working with the thing. Yeah. So where's the resolution at? Oh, I need to go back for a second. This, yeah, I remember this one's weird because there's an actual launcher that opens up, and in there you change some of the settings that for the game that you can't change elsewhere. So yeah, the game resolution you have to change in this, and that's why. OpenCL configuration, render defaults, graphics quality, fantastic size. See, game resolution. I can drag the slider. There we go. Up to 2560 by 1440. Okay. Alright, that should be the entire screen instead of a little corner in the top left side. Still gonna modify some options. I'm gonna drop this a bit down by 5. Force enable, stable fits. Anti-lasing, shadow distance. I guess 100 works. Shadow cascades. Random map terrain. Draw distance over, we'll say normal. Story terrain. Okay, so the max is 1 kilometer. Grass density normal, water reflection always on, water refraction on, grass distance, we'll say normal. Water depth on, SSRO effects. Depth of field, light shadows, HDR, VSync, T travel, no, tree travel, or tree level, we'll say near, oh, normal, so there's normal, there's no normal. We'll leave that as 4 then. I guess I'll put this back up to 4 too then. Show HP numbers. Alright, single player, story mode, adventure. So you got a couple different things. You can do story, adventure, build, custom, and then continue and load return, obviously. So custom allows you to choose a planet. And then I think there's other options you can do as well. Select player, size. I guess it's a section of a planet that you can choose. For build, I think it's you go and you actually build. Okay, you're building a character here. Alright, yes. Create, I believe that starts the... Okay, creation guide. When yeah, so you can create different things here. So, stuff that you could build in the game. Objects, tiny, small, large, small, fine, templates. So you got templates and things you can do with this. I haven't really used the creator thing at all, so I don't really know exactly how you do stuff in this. So we're going with single player adventure. That's just basically, it sticks you on the world and you can do whatever. No story built into it. Let's go back to build. I'm going to make a new character. Let me grab up my coin toss program so I can figure out if we're going to do a male or a female character. I might have to re-download it. Got a new phone recently. Well, not recently, but a little while ago. Yeah, I think I'll need to re-download it. So my old phone's battery was total trash. Wouldn't hold the charge for longer than... it would charge to full and then drain from that, and with not doing anything, just having it sitting around in about 5 or 6 hours. If I was doing something, like, for example, I was going through Twitter, it would drain it down just like crazy. I was on Twitter once, one of the last days that I had it, and I just watched the battery just go down by percentage points over the course of a couple minutes. Well, I think after over 10 minutes, I went from 100% to 40%. Then when I went to go update to back up the phone before I took it in to have it replaced, at 100%, it went down to 2% in about 3 minutes. It almost died while it was doing the backup. It was crazy how messed up it was. I want to see whether I purchased, and not on this iPhone. Search for coin Flip Plus. All right. So. Oh, there we go. Alright, so, if we do, so heads will be male and tails will be female. And it's tails. Alright. So, let's see a name. Liliana, I guess we'll use. Let's see, general. So, okay, we can change the head. Alright, hairstyles. I can go with that one. Hair color. Okay, and this is sliders for the face. Alright. Eyebrows, direction. Eye color. Okay. Let's leave the, well, let's see, mouth shape. Can I get a closer view? No. So how can we tell how this is going to affect it? Oh, okay. It's obvious. It's going to affect it. Alright. So, upper body kind of shape, I guess. Make it like a brute from, like a brute from Borderlands. No. Let's see. God, it's way too thin. Something kind of like that, I guess. It's a little bit more realistic. All right. And let's see. All right, cancel. Oh, I had some saved characters already. Oops, that was the undo button. Interesting. I'd forgotten. Already made some characters. And then the random button. Alright, I think we're good. So we have our stuff here. So see, this is the name of the planet. So this is crap. Okay, let me get back. Yes. Screwed that up. So you can change how you can actually change the planet that you start on. Actually, let me go back again. I'm gonna set to normal. Not easy. So you can either use the default planet that they give you, or you can use use all this to change the planet, which is interesting because it didn't give me that option this time. Alright, Planet Maria. Maybe I clicked on
Ladies and
adventure.
gentlemen, it's been a long time coming. As the first humans to ever venture out this far into the
Build. That's
frontier,
what it was.
I cannot emphasize how proud I am to have made this journey with you. All of you. I look forward to us building a new home together. Let us make Moria into a shining beacon of the human civilization. Many rivers we had to cross, but we finally found our way.
Separation complete.
We are going for atmospheric entry burn in 3, 2,
Stand by.
mark!
Object approaching. Emergency evasion.
Too fast!
Extensive portside damage.
Get out of here!
All quarters! Evacuate the ship in all quarters!
Going down.
I did the tutorial, but the tutorial's kind of broken. Well, it was last time I played this. So I'll just have to try and go off of memory here for most of this stuff. And there'll also be kind of in-game tutorials as well. Most of the stuff there was just for the basics of the movement and combat and whatnot, menus and such. So yeah, so you are part of an expedition to a planet that's looking to colonize it. And you crash into this thing in the sky and your ship crash lands on the surface, and then you have to go from there.
You're awake. The way we crashed, I thought we were both goners. Never trust machinery made on Earth.
So the game's in the third-person perspective. ASWD to move around. Right mouse button to control the camera.
Yeah?
Right click on an NPC to talk to it.
I checked the locator. We should be somewhere on the southern hemisphere. Oh. Probably the Galileo continent. Here's a map. Ciao.
Let me see if I can do anything about the sound here. It's kind of overpowering the dialogue a bit.
How's it going? Not what we were expecting. Our first day on Maria, I think we hit something really hard coming down. Strange though, since our radar system should have discovered any space fragment and avoided it. I wonder if my brother is alright. Did you not pay attention at all in colonization for class on the way over? Maria is the second planet orbiting the Epsilon Amy star system, 11.83 light years away from Earth. It has 80% Earth mass, 26% oxygen atmosphere, and 83% surface water. It's very similar to Earth. Well, before that planet became a polluted mess. I got slammed hard when we crashed. There should be an emergency kit on the lifeboat, but I couldn't find it. Can you look around for it? I could use the herbal juice in there right now. It might be covered by dirt, so let me give you a wood shovel script. You took the new planet survival course, right?
The what?
Oh dear. All right. Let me forward that to your mobile PC.
I got some
It'll explain how to use some of the tools you have.
graphics glitches going on. Alright, so build. Okay, so B toggles build mode, Shift Z to undo, Shift V to redo, which is weird. Drag and drop things to your toolbar. Choose a tool, single voxel or block, hold Alt down to point the brush to deletion mode. Brush can build more than one block at once. Hold down right mouse button to drag to create a base. Hold down Alt and do the same thing to remove it. Move it once. Build one. Press T, button can rotate its direction before confirming. Select detail brush. Save buildings. Space to jump, shift, sprint, control. Blocks. F5 changes the control mode. Escape is the menu, close all UI. Items. And then scan, which allows you to find certain things. I think more stuff gets added on as time goes on. Monorail and messages. So we have our shovel script. So if I open up the B menu, okay, not the B menu. I think it's C. That's character. M is map. Oh, Y. Y opens up the replicator. Alright, we'll also need to open up so we don't have it in our thing here because we don't have it in our inventory yet. So we go to inventory. So once you receive a script, you have to use the script. So now we know how to make a shovel. So here's our safety axe. So we come over to the wooden shovel. We need 10 pieces of wood, or 10 blocks of wood to make it. So we're going to need to go chop down some trees. So we have 12 units of wood, and we have 2 plant fibers, 2 units of plant fiber. So now if I go to the build menu, we should be able to build it. So we just click on, you can use this to set to min or max or increase it by 1 here. Track. Up here. So you can see what you need to do, what you need to build it and what you have. So we have enough. Let's go ahead and build it. It'll build down here. Once it's in our inventory, then we can come back over here and equip it to a slot. And then we can use it. So you kind of see this circle here on the map, mini-map up here. This is our quest area. So somewhere in here is where it's at. Normally I found it right in here near the wing. If you shovel fulls down, we'll see. Up in the top left corner, you can see what stuff you're picking up when you're doing different actions. So we're getting a bunch of dirt and marble and things like that. Where are you? Okay, let's try here. Usually it's in the same spot. Maybe they changed the location or something. Let's try down here. So depending on the type of terrain, it takes longer to dig out. So for example, since we're digging up more rock kind of stuff here, the land deforms at a different rate than it does if we were to dig up, say, this ground here. Okay, it shows you what you've gotten so far. Let's try and clear that. I didn't even know that was up there. Nice. So you can kind of see what you picked up if you weren't paying attention. Where the hell is this thing? It's usually right around here somewhere. Alright, let's try over here. That's the tail piece of the...
Hi. See ya.
I also remember it used to be there. It used to be like a corner sticking up out of the ground too, so you could find it easier. Again, it might have just been because that's where it wasn't that seed generation, but. Oh wait, here it is. Yeah, that's definitely not where it was the last time I remember. So we will... bring everything over. So we got a couple of new scripts: a wooden axe, wooden pickaxe, and the herbal tea script. Well, juice. It's a health regeneration item. So go ahead and learn those scripts. So now we need to get materials for the pickaxe, axe, and the herbal juice. So go ahead and track these. I think we can track multiples. Yeah. Need to move this down. You can move these elements around. Alright, so we need 20 units of wood for the two wooden items. Then we need to get some tulip, one lotus, and one shadeweed for the herbal juice. Alright, so we got that. Now we need to pick up the other stuff. Alright, so those are tulips. These are shadeweeds, I believe. And then lotuses. Which I believe are these. It might be those other ones, we'll see. No, I don't know what that was. Dye, too. Oh, there we are. Those green ones are the lotuses. Now we can make those and give the juice to Gertie. So with the oh, you do also have a hunger and a hunger meter here, as well as a happiness meter. Well, comfort meter, I guess. Let's see, what's this stuff? Energy and jetpack charge for electronics and things, I guess. So we have a pitcher. Go ahead and throw that down here. 3. And off to the beach we go. Definitely got some graphic issues with these drivers I have equipped. Probably need to turn off crossfire or something. Grab a bit of water.
I saw a boat land a bit north of here. Someone has to be there. Before you go, let me give you these weapon scripts. Please be careful out there.
So I got some new scripts. So wooden sword, wooden shield, wooden bow, and wooden arrows. Or it's regular arrows, I guess, technically. Let's go and take those off of there. So let's go and do the sword and the shield. We need, what's that, 22? 22 wood. Actually, we can also equip the wooden axe instead of the safety axe. It'll cut down trees faster. So, a lot of the objects you see around in the game you can interact with. In fact, most of them you can. Like, see, even that big thing over there? Once you get a high enough level axe, you can chop that down and get a bunch of resources. This will take a while to cut down, but we should at least do one of them, so that will give us a couple of things we can use later on. Different types of plant fibers and things like that. So at the bottom you have a stamina bar. That blue one at the bottom, underneath the health bar, tells you how long you have left that you can continue to whack at a thing. Keeps it so you aren't able to just you know, unendingly whack at something. You start slowing down and eventually stop entirely. Alright, we need some more wood. Actually, it wouldn't be such a bad idea to collect some more of this stuff as well. Make some more juice. So that's a non-hostile creature. Passive one. There are hostile creatures, though. We'll run into those in just a little bit. Some of those in a little bit. Need some more shadeweed. Another one's gonna take a while to chop down, jeez. I think after this we'll do some more of the house flipper. Alright, we got enough wood. So let's go ahead and make a shield and a sword. Alright, so at the minimap up there, you can see that we have that blue arrow that indicates where the quest is at. Your destination for the quest, that is. So we'll start heading up that way. Also pick up shadeweed as I find it. Sure, run some goblins around up in here. Usually in this area we find there are some. These goblins are some of the weaker units, weaker enemies in the game. They throw stuff at you. They are aggro, if I remember correctly. They might be up further up in the hills somewhere.
Boy, it's good to see you alive. What in the five hells happened? I heard a loud bang and down we went. Luckily for me, I was seared right next to a lifeboat.
How many of us a sunflower? Nice. Alright. Chase off 3 leprous hares. First I gotta go find them. Ah, here we go. I knew I was taking way too much damage. Luckily I have a revive thing there. I guess I only chased off one. I don't think we can do that later. I don't think we have enough strong enough equipment to handle those guys yet. Where is he at? He's over here in the tent, I think. Or not. Crap.
What is it? What the? Did the shock regress your mind? Next time you forget your favorite doctor's name, I'm gonna smack you on the head. It's me, Alan Carter. Jen and Sly came down here with me. They're out looking for all the survivors now. Should be back here shortly. What? Damn. Hold on, let me get my things and then we can go. Guard me against the animals on the way, though. I'm only a doctor. Shut it and move before I smack you.
So a little craft in the background. He runs just not very fast. I might have looked out. The goblins might not be around here. I remember the first time I played this game, there was a bunch of goblins around here that totally owned him. There's nothing I could do about it. Yeah, the pathing in this game isn't too entirely good. Characters will sometimes teleport around. Skyrim style, if they can't find a path to where you're at, they'll just teleport somewhere near you. Unlike Skyrim, though, they don't wait until you're far enough away that, makes logical sense. They just do it after they lose a line of sight to you for a little bit of time.
Gertie, you sure look like crap.
Thanks. It's good to see you, too.
Hold still and I'll give you something to stabilize you. We'll need to move you to the other camp, though, since most of my supplies are there. Plus it looks dangerous here. You think you can move?
I think so. Give me a hand.
You're gonna be on guard duty again. Lead us back to the other camp. Other than saving a beautiful old man and a young lady in distress, how about 3 med packs?
I'm gonna get my R7 again. Yeah. Luckily we still have some revives. I'm out of stamina, so I can't really run. There we go. If we can lead it back while the guys up here kill it. We'll get the other quest done as well. Oh, the mouse is stuck on another screen. That's what happened. The UI can still use some work. It's not 100% good. Alright, so that'll be... So this one seems a bit bugged. Can't talk to him. I kind of get the idea of what this game is like. Once you get used to how how the camera works and fighting and whatnot, it's a little bit easier to get around in. However, there are times when quests will be bugged like this. Like we can't even talk to him now. And there's nothing you can do about it. The only thing you can do is to, I believe, is to restart the quest. Yeah, that's pretty much Planet Explorers. There's some other things that you get to later on, but you have to be able to complete this quest first. Since we're kind of not going to bother going any further for now. I will do a save. I won't do an auto save, but I'll put it in here somewhere. So I can load it up again later. Alright, let's go ahead and switch back over to House Flipper. No clue why. Just kind of obsessed with that game now. That's interesting. There's a new thing here. Force DirectX 10 features. So I played a little bit on the save earlier. I just did another. I think it was 2 contracts. It wasn't for that much money, so. So yeah, we got. One thing I didn't realize is that the bathroom in here is pretty nasty looking. I think a lot of this junk is from just the tile looking weird and old and messed up. So I thought something we would do on this one is we do a demolition. Buy a house that we need to do a lot of demolishing on and rebuild. It's one of the ones that I did, one of the other tasks that I did was one where there was some demolishing work that had to be done to essentially take one room and make it into 2 rooms. So there's one in here. There's a house in here. It's a burnt out house. Burnt house, yeah, for $34,000. So a little bit more than the last one we did. What the hell? Wow. Alright, so this will be about half of what? Half of our total account balance. Just kind of take a look around here, see what we got. Yeah, actually, it's the same floor plan as the other one, isn't it? The one that we just did. Actually, pretty much all the way through, it's the same. It's just way the hell more damaged. But yeah, it's basically the exact same layout as the one we did before. You got the same people looking to buy it. So I think in this one we'll do carpeting in the rooms. What clutter? This isn't clutter, it's a freaking mess. Disaster area. So we're just going to strip everything out. So you can't change the windows. The windows are what they are. But you can remove light switches. Interesting. Alright, so it's time to clean this place up a bit. So we're going to try and make this one a bit better, have it self more. I think we have to do all the electrical outlets too. So we're going to try and build this one up all the way, furnish it. I forgot to remove these lights. I'll have to do that. Stripping everything out. We got one less. We gotta do the roof in here, ceiling in here. Alright, so it's all the cleaning done. Oh, actually, no, it's not. We'll have to replace all these electrical wall sockets as well. What crap? Yeah, we're going to be redoing a lot of stuff here. Alright. Let's go and start inside. Start with the floors. Not really much choice in carpet colors. Alright, so in here we're going to do tile. Alright. So for the walls, I think we'll use this color. Let's see if I have any new painting perks. I do. Price. Oh no, wait. That's negotiation. Painting. Yeah, I do have one. Let's see. Demolition. Guess we didn't really have to do much demolition on this one. Passion Hammer Master. Upgrade the hammer. Building, we got handyman. We're gonna need that for sure because we're gonna be doing a lot of that here in the not too distant future here. I was gonna say not too near past, which I guess makes sense. If you're near the past, you're in the future. That doesn't make much sense. Might actually end up using all 4 of these cans. I just bought 4, so I thought that's what we would need, plus I have a little bit of extra, but might end up having to actually buy more. Well, let's see. We're almost done though, so I'm not sure. I honestly don't think there's another can's worth of painting to be done in here. I guess we'll have to see though. Yeah, just a little fire damage. Whole house is a total freaking wreck. That was the Craigslist of advertisements. That one was. I went through that can. Alright, painting is done. Alright. So, next up we're going to do this kitchen. So, wall tiles. We'll start with 4 and see where we go from there. Again, I probably bought way too much tile, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna do the whole room this time. I thought about just doing what we did last time and then just doing the rest in like a flat gray or something, but I think we'll do this all tile. I will paint the doorways though. And the windows in here. Alright, now, let's grab some more paint. Let's go steel gray. Same in here. Okay. That's right, I did these ones, that color. Okay, so let's switch over to the cell tool. So back to wall tiles. So we're going to make this an alternating color pattern here. At the risk of being accused of having a color coordination, whatever the hell that woman with the pink hair said we had last night. Could also alternate every other tile, but that'd be a little bit too much work, I think. We're going to try and at least double our investment on the house. So we put in 34, and we're going to spend probably at the end of this about maybe 7,000 or 8,000, so I'm hoping to get something like 60,000 for it once all said and done. It'll really depend on how we furnish it, though. And what we do with the outside. Alright, let's see. So we need to go to store, we need to go to cleared. Let's see. Let's try Google. So, house flipper. So that was back in May. Let's see. I was gonna trouble with the ceiling light. I sold the ceiling light and everything else was fine. So maybe this is in the way. I don't know. I can get rid of all that stuff. There's nothing else in the way. So. Not what I wanted. Huh. So here's the question though. So that's from June. So stuff from May seems as before this was implemented, so let's say in the past month. Okay, so we're going to go back a bit further. Well, damn. I wonder if it's because I put this tile up. What's also annoying about demolishing things is sometimes it doesn't work right away. Like, you'd think by now I would, like, have knocked stuff out, but... break the window. It's not even... What the hell? Okay, there we go. I kind of broke that wall, but... I'll need to replace it. But it does work. Just not in here for some reason. Let's try this. Wall panels. I think these walls are freaking indestructible or something. This won't break. Come on. Break already. Need to find the perfect place to install it. Hey. That's what I use about those. Um, huh. So by selling it, then I just make it so we couldn't put anything back in. It seems like you should be able to like put it somewhere, but maybe you have to have the mounting points. Well, these are mounting points, though. That's the thing. It's like if I go to appliances or installations. I don't know, yeah, I guess you can only put it on a hardware point for those. But it doesn't like... What the hell? This is like upside down or something. Yeah, no, I think I fracked it up. Sync install point. Oh, okay, so that's why we couldn't get rid of that wall. So apparently you can't add them. So I guess this house won't have a crapper. Nothing I can do about it because I sold the install points. And you can't put new ones in. That's kind of stupid. You shouldn't be able to sell them if you can't put them in. That might be a bug, actually. Installations. You would think they would have added that stuff in by now, though. So that's back in July. Well, I guess we're not going to get as much as we probably wanted to for this this place. There's no crapper. Do you need to replace this electrical socket, though? And you can, that's what's weird, you can replace them, but you can't buy them. It's seriously a messed up thing. Got a couple of these to do. This is probably why the house almost burned down. Really messed up electrical sockets. It's like the episode of Mythbusters where they're trying to figure out if they can cause a tree to catch on fire by having too much stuff plugged into a single electrical socket. And Adam's got this crazy contraption. It's like a whole bunch of the block kind of power adapter things that have like the different sockets on each side of it. Whole crap ton of those plugged in together with all kinds of lights plugged in. And he says, if this resembles anything you have ever seen in your house, don't invite me over. Or something to that effect. What Christmas special was it? I think it was a Christmas special in season 2 or 3. Haven't watched any of the new Mythbusters show. To be honest, the initial, whatever you want to call it, trailer didn't really impress me much. It just seemed like they were just redoing what they did in the very first show. Adam and Jamie did in the very first show. The whole rocket car kind of thing. At least that's what I remember from it. I could be wrong as to what they were actually showing. Alright, we need to redo the wall. Which means we need to repaint it. Oh, that gray paint's no longer in here. And we also have to do a new thing of tile in here. Great. So, paint, it was steel gray. And then we need wall tile. Okay, sell. Alright. Another socket to replace. Oh. That always gets me, because if you don't hold the mouse button down long enough, it just sits there and craps out everything. It's very annoying. You can see a different style of electrical socket here. Must not have been on in all the way. It's kind of annoying, actually. There's one more, wasn't there? Yeah. Okay. So this is all the electrical sockets. I do need to install radiators. Okay, looks like all the fixtures are installed. Let's go ahead and do the kitchen now. Oops. Actually, let's do the let's put the refrigerator in first. That's underneath appliances. Dur. Oh hell, it won't fit in here, will it? The walls aren't the right shape. Okay, never mind then. Not gonna do that. Maybe we can fit this in now. Okay. Of course, there's no sink, but that's fine. Not gonna have any sinks. Not gonna have any crappers. No bathroom of any kind. It's gonna be an interesting house. All right. So, I guess next up would be in here. Let's see other. Oops. All right. Let's see. Okay, next up we want to do maybe a couch or something like that. Where would that be at? Sofas. I think it's massive. How about something smaller? How about a bookcase? Oops. Keep on hitting the wrong button to turn it. It's a weird place for a TV. Probably. We'll put it there anyway. Alright, so we need lamps now. Ceiling lamps, that's what we need. Something that looks a little more modern. Okay. Doors. Okay. I won't bother cleaning the windows. Okay, let me start quick here. Wow, that's bright. So I was thinking about doing the outside too, but since we screwed up the bathroom in here, we're just gonna do this as like a let me clean off all the outside crap here and then try and sell it. Now maybe we'll do some painting on the outside just to spruce it up a little bit. That's most of it from the outside. Still some stuff on the inside, though, apparently. Yeah, that's artistic disorder. That's what it was. Yeah, I think it was back there somewhere. Oh well. Now I won't do anything with the outside. I'll set it like this. I think we're done. Let's see how much we get.
Mm.
$43. 47. $50,000. Wow. We actually got pretty close to 60, to be honest. We only kicked out a profit of 13.8, but still. It's not bad for not having a crapper in it. Alpha male. Nice. Alright, well, I think that'll probably be that then. So, tomorrow I'll be uploading Chrono Cross videos. The next 5 of them, and then maybe I'll do some streaming tomorrow, maybe not. Not entirely sure. Eventually I'll get around to doing some work on the plugins, but don't have any plans to do so for a while. So probably the next stream, if I don't do anything tomorrow, will be during the weekend. I'm going to be streaming some Star Ocean 3. So that's probably the next time I'll be streaming anything. So, thanks for watching. If you watched it live, if you're watching on YouTube afterwards, have any comments, questions, leave them below. And if you haven't done so already, appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time.